Wait, I forgot to talk about my extra deck. Alright, let's try for a third time. Hey, what's up, guys? Yair here, back with the Underground Duelist, bringing y'all today my DoomZ Power Patron deck profile that I got top 32 at the NAWCQ this year with. 24th place. I went 12-3, so I bubbled going into top 8 because my tiebreakers weren't good, but regardless, this was the best I've done at a premier event. Which I'm really, really happy and proud about. And I just wanted to show you guys this really cool deck that has been doing me really, really well so far. I got the Card Trooper, first prize card for topping that I've received. That's awesome. And shout out to my day 2 pack. I got the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So that's hype. I'll put these out of the way. Without further ado, let's get started into the deck profile. Alright, because it's like the third time that I'm recording this, it's going to be a little unhinged, but screw it. Alright, to start off with the DoomZ engine, which I am running a comprehensive DoomZ engine. We got one baby patron, you do not need more than it. Where is it? I'll put this over here. You don't need more than one baby patron because it's highly accessible and doesn't do anything by itself. 3 Alara, it's our best normal summon. 2 Amalfi, 2 Dristea. And 3 change, 1 of each of the equip spells. So 1 Adrestea, 1 Doom Dirge, and then 1 Raiders. So pretty much almost standard, ratios for DoomZ. The main differences is, I'm only running 1 Raiders. This is because of the fact that this XYZ locks you after you use it, so it's our worst combo piece. We usually use it at the end of the combo, so but we do still need it for combo. On top of that, it has a cool interaction with DoomZ Change, because you can go change, pop Raiders, and then Raiders can go target pop on a monster without using a monster effect, which can help you like out a B2B effectively. And other stuff. 2 Dristea is very nice because we do banish cards often in here to try to get our combos going, so we don't want to accidentally banish one and get screwed. I also like to be able to pivot into just pretty much doing DoomZ stuff if I need to, like if I get hit with like a Charmer, or a Charmy rather. But yeah, and also no destruction, just because we do not have like, it's not about space. I tried running destruction before, but it was honestly more of a brick than an endboard piece. We only have 4 ways of getting access to a DoomZ spell or trap. We have DoomZ Power Patron, Alara, Geppetto, and then Griflario. So we've got 4. Drastea almost always gets you access to your Doom Dirge. So then we have 3 other spells, 3 other DoomZ spell or traps that we need to get access to. We got 4 searchers, 3 spells, so we could put it in. Well, not exactly, because Geppetto is usually either searching DoomZ Change or it's searching Terminus, because Geppetto is almost always the way that we're bridging into DoomZ or into Power Patron. So because of that, and then on top of that, we also usually don't want to have to search a spell off of the baby patron. We usually want to search an Alara for a normal summon or a Dristea for an extender or for combo. So I found it that through typical combo, like even 1-card combos, I never actually get get access to the destruction. And on top of that, with the endboard that we're making with Spell Canceller, on it, we don't need destruction as a part of it. It's just a brick. But 14 cards for the DoomZ engine, comprehensive. I really like the DoomZ cards. They're very, very high quality and they're fun to play with. And they are really good going into a board. So good going into a board. Next, we will do the Power Patron engine. We have 1 Medius making 6 normal summons. He is our worst normal summon because he plays into every hand trap really badly and doesn't innately pair super well with a ton of extenders. Like if our Alara gets impermed and we have a Dristea in hand or a Geppetto in hand, like we can keep comboing. But if we have a Dristea or a Geppetto in hand and the Medius, and Medius gets stopped, those 2 cards do not help us keep comboing. But Medius is still very good, still helps us make the board that we make, so gotta run him at 1. 2 Vidolium, this is the start of the difference between this deck and a pure Power Patron deck. I am not running 3 Vidolium because everything gets into everything, literally, almost literally. So I want to see more unique engine cards rather than specific engine cards. Albeit there are some exceptions, like Alara is our best normal summon, and we do want to have a normal summon. So that one's at 3. So we only run 2 of this. I also usually side one out, going second. I feel like 2 is the correct ratio for this. 3 Geppetto, running 3 of this because this card's absolutely easily like our best card in our main deck. This card's so good going first and second, applies so much pressure. Going second into a board, going first can help us like gain a lot of advantage. It's the way we bridge into DoomZ or Power Patron. One of the ways, but like the most obvious way, since this searches a DoomZ or Power Patron spell or trap, so this searches Terminus or Change, which are both combo in and of itself. So Geppetto, awesome. I can't wait for him to hopefully get a holo, like at least a super rare printing, because common seems criminal. 3 Nervetto. This one's a 3 of because we want to make non-finito as quickly, like as early and as often as possible. And so this is a card that we do want to have in our opening hand so that we can like discard this in a spell, or tribute this and discard a spell trap, get non-finito so we can set up recapture so we can be safe under Droll or under other type of hand traps. Nervetto is great. Nervetto also, because it can summon an Art Mage or a Power Patron from face-up extra deck or deck, what's cool is Nervetto is able to summon the Baby Patron out of the deck to help you bridge into your DoomZ combos if you need to. Very, very cool. Also, the scale effect of it being like a Rise Your Cross type effect of if your opponent activates a monster effect in response to your Power Patron Art Mage monster effect, then you can, on resolution, like destroy this to negate that effect. That comes up so often, especially going into a board to kind of set up like chess-like traps for your opponent, where they can't like properly interact with your things a lot of the times. Then we have 1 Ginaldo. This card's honestly a brick, but you gotta run it because like otherwise the combo doesn't work. Also, being able to add back spell or like a Power Patron card is very, very nice. More than just combo, but also you can add back like a Terminus that you used, or like to be able to make non-finito with the Nervetto. Or if you have no spell and traps, and so you go like, if you go like Terminus and you dump this, add Vidolium, and then Vidolium summon this out, like summon Nervetto out, and then the Vidolium search field spell. If you have no other spell traps, you can discard the field spell, tribute the Nervetto to get your non-finito, and then summon out the Ginaldo. And when you link off the Ginaldo, then the Ginaldo can add back the field spell, so you do still get access to the field spell. So Ginaldo is necessary for all that stuff. Every now and then I get use out of the draw 2 discard 1. It does come up in some combos where you have to link off a monster plus a Geppetto to go into Beyond, where Beyond would search you the Ginaldo, and then Geppetto can search you Terminus, which then can get you access to your Shade, so that then you can Pendulum Summon afterwards and get a draw 2. Later down the line, underrated use of Ginaldo is summoning Genora, going second. This card's so good. Permanently negate all their face-up cards. Oh my god. So good. Especially because Rolad is our hardest matchup. And so being able to have a card that just like permanently negates their mind shuffles or whatever else they have on their field is very nice. It can help you try to break their board, try to kill. Then we have 1 Shade, the honorary patron card. I really like this. It is needed for combo, and you don't have to run it, but it does make a lot of the combo lines way easier. It also opens up a ton of other additional combo lines. I really like Shade. You could run it at 2, but I try to keep, I think 45 is a really nice place for this deck to be at, and so I found only 1. And again, as I said, we don't want to have redundancy, even though technically Shade plus Shade is combo. 2 Terminus, same idea. Great card. It is a 1-card combo, but just want unique engine cards. 1 Field Spell, 1 Theorealize Past Lull. This card's so good. Shout out to these 2 cards. Makes this deck so it makes it so much better and so much more cohesive. Theorealized Past Lull is just very good. Being able to get access to Medius, and then on top of that, because as I said, Rolad is our hardest matchup, we do try to end on the Link 2, and like the Link 2 with Medius, so that if they summon Black Chaos with a Ritual Spell engrave, you can summon SP and banish the Ritual Spell out of the graveyard. Then the last two cards are for our Archmage Spell and Traps, which is Vandalism, Assault, which searches Medius, and Recapture. If we have combo, we set Recapture off non-finito. If we don't have combo, we set Assault off non-finito. Assault sucks because it only searches Medius, but it is necessary so that Nervetto plus a Spell Trap is full combo. Now, that being said, I'm very excited about the Ars Magna stuff coming out later down the line because that Ars Magna continuous spell is just better than Assault and is more accessible than Assault, so it'll just be able to replace that. But I really like this lineup. I don't think it needs to change too much. You could maybe try to like bump the shades, but everything is a ratio base. So if you're gonna increase the size of the deck, then you have to like you have to increase the appropriate amount of the appropriate ratio of non-engine and engine. So because if we increase it, we could always put Terminus to 3, we could always put Vidolium to 3. But as of right now, with this rendition of the deck, I think this is like a good lineup. Next, we have our non-engine, which we only have a spot for 13 non-engine, and because I'm opting to run a Call by the Grave, I have only space for 12 hand traps. So I needed to find 12 hand traps that I felt would give me the most bang for my buck. So because of that, we got 6 Charmies, so 3 Fuas, 3 Perulias. These were all amazing. Perulia sneakily becoming a lot better now. These were phenomenal. 1 Mag, 1 Druis, 1 Nib. Mag felt like a god card, especially because I played against like 5 KTs. Just being able to shuffle your top deck and then, but also search like a starter in a Lara or a Malfi, an extender in Drestea, or if you have those already, you can search Druis Worm as like another pseudo extender that also can help you chain block Zaylin, get Ascend when it gets sent to the graveyard. We get value out of just having bodies because we do have 5 links in our deck. These were just very good. It was also just something a little more to help with Branded and with the Ritual Light and Darkness deck. And then the 1 Nib was because I really like 1 Nib for big events because sometimes people just don't play into it. I opened it twice, once against Teller Knight, which I really appreciated having it. However, she bricked, so I didn't need it. And then the other time I opened it was day 2 against Blitzclick. Game 1, he just didn't take Nib into account, and so he played into it, and it just borderline auto won me the game. Then after that, then we have 3 Imperms. These used to be Crowns, but I felt like I wanted to have more hand traps. Like, Crown is good into KT, but not great into every matchup. And so I wanted to have, like, increase my hand trap count while also maintaining the spell and trap count to make non-finito. The amount of times I make non-finito by discarding an Imperm, countless. So I really like Imperm in this deck a lot because it has a lot of uses. And then 1 Call By and 1 Spell Canceller. The Spell Canceller is in fact in the main. My mentality is this deck is so good and can play through hand traps really well. If you're hand trapping me a bunch and I can't get the Spell Canceller, I'm still ending on like at least like a Recapture plus a Drestea, which is a lot of disruptions in and of themselves. But and a lot of times I get hand trapped and I'm still able to end on Spell Canceller, and that's just an auto win. But then if I'm not getting hand trapped, I go full combo, I end on Spell Canceller, and if you are a breaker deck, then, you know, I just auto win. So Spell Canceller was great. I won many games off the back of this card. Many games, including game 1s. Off of the back of this card. This was 100% a correct choice. It sucks. I'm not a big fan. I hate Floodgates. I do. Konami, take this out of the game and the other ones out of the game. But as of right now, with how the game is, the best competitive way to play this is to main deck the Spell Canceller. Now, that is the non-engine. 45 cards to reiterate. Now, for me not to forget to do the extra deck, the extra deck is also very clean. We got one of the new Purification Power Patron Link 2, searches the Theorealized Past Lull. It is basically IP. It requires 2 non-links. It has the IP-like effect during either player's main phase if you have a Dark Fairy. If you control another Dark Fairy, I should say. Usually part of our end board so that we can go for an SP play. Helps us bridge, get our Medius out of the deck and keep comboing off. Very good. It's additional lines of combo play if they stop us, but we have a Patron in the graveyard. We can just link 2 into this and then keep comboing. We have the Beyond the Pendulum, which obviously Exceed the Pendulum, obviously, and Quartet, obviously. These three seem very obvious. This one's going to become more obvious as time goes on. This card's crazy. And then the SP is so that we get value out of this. SP used to be an Archmage Diactress, so that non-finito confuse on my opponent's turn, but I value having the SP banish a lot more than just having an additional on-field negate. Because again, if they summon out Black Chaos with a ritual spell engraved, we need to have a way to get rid of that ritual spell. Otherwise, we auto lose. So that's for the links. Then we have... Ooh, sorry, I'm fooling around with my cards. After that, we have their two fusions. We have Non-Finito. This card's crazy. It is combo. If we don't have combo, and if it is, and if we do have combo, then this just sets recapture. It's just very good. Also, funny enough, it's our way to out Nat Beast. If we have Nervetto plus a spell trap and they have Nat Beast on board, then you just like summon Non-Finito. More often than not, you will not do Non-Finito effect because they'll probably have a way to negate it or out the body, and then you just attack over the Nat Beast. Yeah, Non-Finito is great. Then we have the three power patrons, the Nerva, the Janora, and the Jupiter. These cards are all so good. So good. This card can just blow up your opponent's whole board. This card can just like negate your opponent's whole board. And then this card is our way of like going for OTK. Because there's a way to like, there's a combo line where you attach Doom Dirge to Jupiter, and then you double the attack of Jupiter with Dugaris to 7k, and then use Jupiter effect to pop a card on your field with the Doom Dirge to bump it up to 8k, and it can attack directly. It's our main way of dealing with Roll Lads, since they have a very sticky board. Just being able to be like, nice cards, I don't care about them, I'm just going to attack you directly for 8k is just so good. I've gotten many games off of this. But yeah, the patrons, I love them. They are actual powerhouse boss monsters, which I love. Next, we have for the DoomZ engine, one Drastrius, one Graflario, one Diactress. Only ones of each because that extra deck is so unbelievably tight. Before the Link 2 came out, I was running two Graflario, two Drastrius, but obviously Link 2 and SP need to be in here, so I had to cut them. Honestly, it's fine. If their clip hits one of these, it's fine. We have so many other ways of like comboing, killing, whatever. We don't need access to any one or two cards in our extra deck, unless we're going for a very specific line and then they hit the card that we need for the line that we're going through. But if they hit it ahead of time and we know it ahead of time before we're comboing, it's not bad. All these cards are great. Then we have one Dugaris. This card is so good. I thought originally that I could cut the Dugaris for a second Diactress. No, you need this. I rarely ever do the draw to discard one. It almost always is either summoning out Spell Canceller or it's doubling the attack of one of my Jupiter so that I can just like attack you for a game. This card's so good. And then one Varudris. Obviously, we end on Varudris as part of our M board. And then one Mercurium. This is how we get access to our Spell Canceller. So very clean extra deck, honestly. Every single one of these cards get used in every single match. In fact, if I'm comboing off, like my turn one combo usually goes to like 12 or 13 extra deck cards. Actual slop, I know. But that's the extra deck. And then now, finally, for the side deck, we have... For going first, I take out 6 Charmies. I usually take out like 6 Charmies and Nib. And I'll put in 3 Ash, 1 Talons, 1 Thrust, and 2 Droll, usually, for going first. For going second, obviously we still have the Drolls. Against some matchups, I might side 1 or 2 Ashes in if I feel like I need more hand traps. Thrust is obviously also useful for going second. Talents can be useful for going second, but then the other ones we have 1 Sloth, 1 Illusion Gate, and then for the monsters we have 2 Crow, 2 Santa Claus, and lastly, 2 Trap Eater. I'm going to explain all of this theory real quick. So Crow is to deal with Branded and also for the Ritual Light and Darkness deck. Just wanted to have more outs for that. Santa Claus is honestly just generically good right now. If I have 5 engine cards and 1 non-engine card going second into pretty much any deck, I would want that 1 non-engine to be Santa Claus because you're always going to get value out of it. The 1 Sloth, I had 3. I opted on 1 literally just because, as you can see, I wanted to take into account as many decks as possible. So I didn't have space for additional sloths. And so I ran the Thrust to basically be like a second Sloth, but can also be a second Illusion Gate, a second Talents, or a second Change, a second Terminus, right? It can be or Theory Realized Past Lull. It can be Engine as well. That's why I only ran 1 Sloth, because I also wanted Illusion Gate for KT because it is very good into KT. Outside of that, then the other weird thing is the 2 Trap Eater. That was something that my team and I had discussed about. They thought it was not good enough. I opted to subscribe to it. It did win me one of my matches. My game 3 against Rolad, round 9 of day 1. So last game of day 1, he did brick for what it's worth, but me opening up Trap Eater just like solidified that game to be mine, which was very, very nice. It's also a level 4, so you can overlay it for Diactrys. It's a tuner in case you get value out of it. It's a dark fiend in case you get value out of it, but it also has 1900 attack, so it can attack over a spell canceller. So it can like eat over a mind shuffle and then attack over a spell canceller, right? And then you can combo off in main phase 2. And it can't be really interacted. It can't be really responded to because it's like a kaiju. I think this card is going to be good into tunes, unironically, because their Mind Scan can't negate this. It negates the effects, but it's just a summoning condition, so they can't negate it. But this is how my extra deck was there. I know siding in Thrust for going first when I don't have any traps either, like, didn't feel great. It only lost me 1 game, but it won me way more games, so that was cool. The way that I've changed this deck since then is I've taken the Thrust, Illusion Gate, Double Crow, and Double Trap Eater out, and I have since changed it to, for going first, I have 3 Ash, a Gamma, Driver, and a Crossout and a Talents. So I side out 5 Charmies. I keep 1 Fua in, and then I side out the 2 Bestials, and I side these in. And then I also upped Sloth to 3. I love this card so much. Oh my god, I love this card so much. It's so good. If it resolves, like, we almost always win. But it's very important that you like truly think about all the cards that you're keeping in your hand. And to properly sequence out your plays. But I really like Sloth being able to mulligan. And because the worst thing ever is like game 3 going second and your hand's like not good. Like you don't have enough engine. Like they don't set up such a big board, but you have only like 1 or 2 ways of playing and they can stop it. But then if they don't have a way to stop Sloth, then like now all of a sudden you have a ton of ways to play. And then 1 Bell, because I wanted to have just something else for Rolad and just something else that's unique. I really like this side deck right now. I wouldn't change it at the moment. This 1 Bell is weird, but I'm testing it out. I've tried Delta, don't like Delta. I've tried regarding the main deck, I have experimented with changing these 2 slots out. I've tried 2 Ogres in the main. I've tried a Gamma Driver. I've tried Bell. I've tried other things. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I am going to go back to running the 1 Druis and the Nib in the main. So without that, that's the deck profile. I want to give shout outs to my fiance for always supporting me and always helping me, cheering me on whenever I go to these events. Shout out to my team, Team Kitchen. Check out their channel, Team Kitchen YGO. They super supportive people as well. Great duelists, great team. I love the discussions that we always have, and they always help out and always cheer, and everyone's always cheering everyone on. Shout out to all my friends from Tampa. Also, you know, we're always testing, we're always theorying, helping each other out with our decks. It's just such a great community that we have here. Shout out Nick and Jacob for making day 2 at Nats. It was Jacob's first YCS, or first Nats, I should say, and he made day 2, which is awesome. And they both played one of their fan favorite decks. Shout out to all my opponents. Had such great times with like just about everyone I played against, especially my last round opponent, James. Shout out to you. Such a cool guy. Sorry that I had to do you that way, but you didn't main deck any Charmy, so what can I say? I'm sure there's more people, but this video is already over 30 minutes long, and I wanted to make sure that I get this out to you guys. So I'll write any additional shout outs into the comment. But until next time, I hope you guys are having a great day, and if you're not, I hope your day gets a lot better. See y'all later.